Imagine a room filled with piles of drugs, millions of dollars worth, just 15 miles from Mexico. This is the story of Fabian and the Panama unit. Fabian didn't know where all the drugs came from, but he knew where they were headed: Wall Street, Cleveland, Chicago. It was the last day of November 2012, and narc officers had seized 250 pounds of marijuana and countless kilos of cocaine. The evidence room was a mess, reeking of weed, with rats chewing away at the tagged evidence. Fabian loved the rush of law enforcement, the respect, the uniform, and the thrill of busting narcos. He had worked his way up to the Panama unit, one of the most exclusive narcotics forces on the border. The Panama unit was a band of brothers, badasses who hauled in the valley's contraband. They had even been featured on the show Border Wars, raiding stash houses and seizing thousands of pounds of weed. But the job had its dark side. Dealers who got busted often ended up missing or dead. Fabian got a call from Jonathan Trevino, the sheriff's son and the real leader of the Panama unit. Jonathan was charismatic, cocky, and fearless, calling the shots on which dealers to flip and which busts to make. Fabian was ordered to follow a woman making a delivery of at least 5 kilos of cocaine. He had to ask, "Is this a legit deal?" Because with Jonathan, you never knew. Hidalgo County was a place of contradictions, with booming retail and healthcare services alongside a thriving drug trade. The average income was low, but luxury cars and designer purses were common, often funded by the drug trade. Corruption was not new. Past sheriffs had been caught taking bribes and kickbacks. Sheriff Lupe Trevino promised to fight corruption and secure the border, winning elections with his charisma and connections. He created the Panama unit, a hand-picked team of young, aggressive deputies, including his own son, Jonathan. The Panama unit operated with little oversight, reporting to various supervisors but essentially running their own show. Fabian wanted to be part of the action, so he made himself useful to the Panama guys, offering help whenever needed. He started hanging out with them, going to barbecues, hunting trips, and even gambling in Vegas. Fabian noticed the Panama guys lived lavishly, with designer clothes and wads of cash, and he wondered where it all came from. He got his answer when he received a tip about a safe with $20,000 during a raid, and Jonathan asked, "So is he going to give me something or what?" Fabian got a cut of the plunder, $3,000, and realized the Panama unit was dirty. They had been skimming off drug money and drugs themselves, selling them through trusted contacts. Fabian wanted in and proved himself by brokering a deal with Fernando Guerra Sr., a trucking company owner and drug dealer. With Guerra as their buyer, the Panama unit started making serious money, ripping off traffickers and escorting smugglers' cars. But the stress and greed started to take a toll, with Jonathan becoming increasingly sloppy and paranoid. Federal agents began to take notice, and rumors about the Panama unit's corruption started to spread. A sting operation was set up, and on December 12, 2012, the Panama unit was caught red-handed with 10 kilos of cocaine. Jonathan and the Panama guys were arrested, leading to a domino effect of more arrests and revelations of widespread corruption. In the end, the Panama unit's downfall was a shocking reminder that no one is above the law. Never let anyone tell you that you're above the law.